This is the Gore N More podcast with your hosts TJ Bowser, Chad Chrisman, and Big Johnny D. We have such sights to tell you.
As we ignite the snow, set oceans on fire. Let the waves melt everything we stand on. Let the tide take it all. We have this coming all alone. Run, bitch, run.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the most, TJ Bowser, and joining me, as always, your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Big Johnny D.
What's going on, Gore N More?
And the killing machine himself, Bobby Amone.
It's killing everyone.
It's killing. He is depressed, guys, today. I apologize for his Debbie Downer demeanor, but we will push through it.
He's a sad Bobby.
We're not depressed. It's just been a day. It's okay. For God's sakes.
Well, you know what? Let's start it up, Bobby. How was your day?
Yeah.
Well, it's well, John. Let me tell you something. I was at work. I get a phone call from my mechanic. TJ, remember I broke down on Friday?
Yeah.
For good. The truck is gone.
Oh,
No.
Truck is gone out of my life. It was like a bad relationship that somehow turned out okay. I get a phone call. Turns out the transmission's been slipping for months, and it's been mashed because I've been putting transmission fluid in it, trying to hold it together. So he calls me and says, your transmission's pretty much shot. To rebuild it, it's about $3,200.
Not worth the vehicle.
And, I literally asked my mechanic, I said, is this truck worth it? And he just goes, no. And I said, oh, we went over there. We gave him the title, bill of sale. He's selling it. And then he has a dealership. So the bright side of the story is there's already a car that we found. It's being looked at by him. And everything was good. So he's just doing a double check over, and then got to get in touch with my insurance company, get the money and all that shit. So hopefully by the end of the week should be a new vehicle. So it turned out to be all right. It turned out all right.
We're going to have to get you a dobackdiscussion.net sticker to put on the back window. Like, literally just takes up the whole back window. Kind of like the Ricky Bobby Fig Newton sticker. Like, we want that.
Let's do it. I'm up for it. As long as I get a Jason sticker to go with it, I don't care.
Oh, really? Yeah, my wife.
Bobby, I got a question really quick, man. And you're a tall motherfucker, dude. You said you're 6'5". How does car shopping go for you, man? Because I know it's a pain in the ass for my 6'2" ass, just because I'm a fat motherfucker too. But like, you know, I gotta ask, man. You got them fucking 3 inches on me, bro. So that's gotta make a difference.
I mean, it really wasn't that bad. Like, I literally looked at 2 cars. Man had, which I fit in perfectly, and then the other one, which is what we're looking at and what we're trying to get, is actually a Nissan Altima.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
I put the seat back. I fixed it the way I fucking sat in it perfect. I had plenty of leg room.
Yeah, they're nice.
So, other than that, it was a good weekend. Me and TJ had the Vengeance premiere, which was fantastic, with Tisa and Julia, and everybody was there. Peter finally met Jason Brooks. That was all well and fine that day, and then they ended today. So, other than that, I got no fucking complaints. The truck's gone. That money pit's gone.
I remember you saying. I remember you saying
take it
before
as
it
a
was like a bad relationship.
Oh, yeah.
I know what that's like.
It had this really cool feature that every time you got in it, it soaked your foot with McDonald's sweet tea. It was a really cool feature.
It also had a cool feature of a push start button that was definitely not manufactured in the factory. Literally, it had a push start.
Wait, didn't Jesse in part 2 of Nightmare on Elm Street have a push start button for his
He did.
car? He did.
Yes, he did. My mechanic had to wire it from the battery to the terminal of the starter. It's fucking gone now. I don't give a damn what happens. You can roll it off the hill. I'm good.
Okay. John, what about your week, buddy?
Oh, well, mine wasn't that exciting. I can honestly say that. Yeah, right. But no, I did. Actually, I was a little sad. I closed the pool. Unfortunately, getting ready for that winter. But you know, we're getting out of that warm weather where it's not even really worth it. So I'd rather close it now while it's, you know, doable. And then in like October, I'm freezing my fucking tits off.
Titties.
But no, I finally fucking, after months of sitting on my ass, I finally finished my fucking Versus coat, which, yo, I'm not going to lie, anybody that's worked on cosplay, and especially when you put a lot of time in. So I came down to the last minute where I had to actually paint it, and I was sweating my fucking nuts off. Because I'm like, yo, man, it's taking me like 2 months to build this coat. This could all fucking go to shit real quick.
Right now.
Yeah, dude, terribly. But, you know, took my time. I did like 2 days worth of like painting and dabbing, and I'm happy with it. So, yeah, man, now last thing is build the machete. I'm going to go buy a real one, too, and like, you know, grind it down and shit. But
It's my boy. Use the real shit. That's right.
yeah, but, you know, some cons don't let the tamped machetes in anymore. So you got to kind of go around that. But
if you ever need a prop machete, I have a couple.
Yeah, I'll have to maybe take you up on that. But other than that, man, no, I was super happy about that. Kiddo was sick, unfortunately, but, you know, school just started, and I'm sure you guys have either hit that or you probably will hit that soon enough. That's always fucking fun.
Yeah.
So yesterday was just a relaxed family day, which was very nice. It hasn't happened in a minute. And watched the new Aladdin. Really like that. Not that it has anything to do with this podcast whatsoever.
We can make it involved like we did last week with Halloween.
Oh god.
No,
we're not.
no.
We're not going off on another tangent like that.
We are not going on a fall break. God damn it.
Go, you motherfucker! God damn it!
The fall break. Wow.
But
You want to discuss that?
Yeah, right. I had to do it. But no, other than that, man, you know, I got to finally, it took me the 2 nights to watch this movie just because I was fucking dog-ass tired. But, dude, I'm actually kind of glad I got to watch this, man. This is one that's always, like, I've seen but never really, like, looked into. So I'm definitely down to, like, dig into this shit. But, Chad, how was your week, bud?
I didn't do shit. I feel like I
Straight up
accomplished
with
nothing.
didn't do
I worked. My wife finally got a reliable car for now, and she got a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo.
Nice.
It was like
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of the damn thing.
I just need it to run like a year. That's all I need.
That's the truck I had. It's the fucking truck I had, okay?
I don't think it's your truck though. Thankfully, it does not have a push button start, but it's in pretty good condition, so it might be all right. Other than that, Saturday we had my brother-in-law's went to my brother-in-law's birthday party, hung out, just fucked around in the woods. And yesterday,
Like a good time.
and yesterday, like Johnny did, you know, we closed my mother-in-law's pool, tore it down, cleaned it all out. Just kind of lazy day. I didn't really do much. Watched Vengeance on Friday. Tried to play some Friday the 13th on PS4, and I'm just like, fuck this. I've been having PS4 issues lately. It doesn't want to recognize my network cable, so I have to switch back to Wi-Fi, which slows it back down, which pisses me off. And it keeps wanting to unsync my fucking controller. That's the last time I buy a slim version of anything.
No shit.
It sucks.
That's
No
the last
comment.
time I buy a slim version of anything.
Thick or nothing.
So fuck me.
Hey, you gotta go with the girth, man. Gotta love that girth.
Got it. Never mind. TJ, how was your week? We can't go further with this.
Speaking of
You
girth,
could.
I had a pretty girthy week. Fucker was
Yeah, I bet you did.
So this week I edited the fuck out of podcasts because I knew that going into Friday morning I was going to be a busy boy, and we also decided, you know what? The same week of the Vengeance premiere, we're going to launch a brand new fucking show.
Why not?
So I went balls out, and we released a fuck ton of content this week, more so than normal. Wednesday, we released Wicked Wednesdays, of course. Thursdays, the first inaugural episode of Do Back Sports came out. And then, of course, on Friday, Hall of Heroes dropped. And then we released a special episode of Gore N More yesterday, live from Jason Fest 2019, which I got to be so proudly a part of. I went down there Friday morning, got off a 40-hour block shift, drove my ass to Jersey, showed up, and I was welcomed by with open arms by cast, crew, Gore N More fans and pretty much anybody who recognized me was just so welcoming, so wonderful. Thank you to all the Gore N More fans that approached me and talked to me and just told me how much they enjoy the show. It really gives me that justification that what we're doing, it means something to somebody out there. And thank you to each and every one of you that message me every fucking week to tell me how awesome our show is. It's why we do this. It's why we're going to keep doing this. And it's why we're going to drop some pretty fucking cool bangers on you guys coming up in the next couple of months. But yeah, Jason Fest was awesome. We went to both premieres. I went to the 1 p.m. and the 8 p.m. And then I did the meet and greet. I got to hang out with all the sweet Vengeance crew. Got to meet Dave Brown from His Name Was Jason. Interviewed him. That was on there yesterday. Yes. Got an interview with Lipstick Legion. Got to hook up with some trauma actresses. That's always the best. Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, is that who you were talking to? I don't remember if you said like the one girl you were interviewing. I don't.
Genevieve. Yeah,
you might have. I don't remember.
She's done like over 153 films since 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a busy girl,
woman.
and she works a lot with Lloyd. And then I got to meet Don Shell, one of the producers on Vengeance. One of the coolest guys I've had the opportunity to meet. Really, really nice, super humble. And then, of course, we got to meet Brooks, the only person that I know that can look Bobby in the eye.
It was pretty cool to look at somebody like, hey, we're the same height. All right, this is cool.
You guys are taller than Graham, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
By a half an inch.
It was really cool
I don't really
because
think it
both
fucking matters.
CJ and Tom McLaughlin knew who I was by looking at me. That was super humbling. And then Tom McLaughlin came over to me and told me how nice he liked how awesome our show was, how he thinks the name's really cool.
Speaking of Tom McLaughlin, how great was his cameo at the beginning of Vengeance?
Son of a biscuit
It
eater.
was great. I loved every minute of that.
Bird poop. I love it. But I got to talk to him. He was super impressed with our numbers and everything that we've been doing. So, of course, that was super humbling. If I talk about it anymore, I'll fucking cry. CJ Graham thanked me for coming. Personally, after the show, I walked up to him and he greeted Bobby and I with a big old smile on his face. He knew exactly who I was. It was crazy time that I live in.
It was a great time. It was just fun to do.
It was
fun to be there, let alone.
And then we showed up and Peter and Kaylee were just awesome. And Peter was just so nice to me. He treated me like I was his brother. I really appreciate that, Peter. I know you're listening. And
Peter's always fun. Peter's always great.
Then
to see
Jules
every
and Ray
time.
showed up, which made Peter the third most jacked person there. He's going to like that.
Oh, you might hear about it. You never know.
Jules greeted me by dumping beer on me. And
That's always fun.
True story.
That's a pretty good greeting, I dare say.
No, it wasn't intentional. She went to hug somebody and smacked my beer, and she felt so bad. And I was just like, "Fuck yeah!" But while I was getting that beer, a Gore N More female fan, she didn't say her name. She tapped me on the shoulder and she thanked me for the show, and she said that we do a great job each week. So it was really cool.
Actually, I'm sure her exact words were, "TJ, you guys are you're awesome. Get rid of the other guys."
No.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that's probably what it was.
I'm thinking.
Guys, we're out of a job.
Right?
Well, TJ does talk too much, so he
Yes.
could he could carry the movie the show all by himself.
Established this how many episodes?
And before we
Love
get
you,
into it,
TJ.
before we get into Demons, 8 p.m. showing, we had all in a row. We had me sitting next to the lovely Julia Ashley, Tisa Wicked, Bobby Amone, and then Horror Show Jack, correct?
Yes.
When my voice cameo showed up, we were loud. We were fucking loud. And then the awesome Do-Back cameo. You got to see our website pop up in Vengeance, and we were even louder. And you can fucking guarantee when we see Ken Slate, a.k.a. Peter Anthony, we were loud. And I think we were the only ones in the theater that screamed when Mick's name came up. I mean, only we could truly appreciate that. But it was great. Seeing the crowd reactions on that second premiere were incredible. Every time Steve's on fucking screen, there's clapping, there's applause, there's comments. It's great. And then if you haven't watched Vengeance, head over to YouTube and Vimeo and Friday the 13th Vengeance. Watch that shit now. It is worth the watch. all of us have our opinions on it here at Dewback, and we will probably put a special episode out soon where we go balls deep into it because we got Easter eggs out the yin yang. Chad's going to do research and going to have to talk to Corey because we ain't missing shit. If we do it, we're going to do it right. John's going to have to watch the proper version.
No, both of us.
You know, actually, I'm glad you just said that because I wanted to jump in and any Dewbackers listening, listen, if we watched it on, what was it, Vimeo, I think it was?
Vimeo on Friday.
On Friday, you guys got, and I watched it too, you guys got a chopped up shit fucking version. If you go to YouTube now, like TJ mentioned, there's the full 4K, fully edited, what it's supposed to be. So give it another shot. I'm doing it. Just give it up.
I was actually going to say the same thing because I know I watched the exact same copy you did.
So before we get into this beloved Demons, we're going to do a little preview for our Vengeance show. Bobby, favorite kill?
Back cracking, and then the pulling the head out from the spine, and it comes with it.
Yes, that is a Joe Castro kill.
That was my favorite. Was the Sub-Zero fatality look,
Okay.
and Bugsy's death.
Okay. Bugsy's death got a screaming crowd reaction.
I thought Bugsy was really cool in the movie. I really enjoyed him.
Okay, what about you, John?
You know, honestly, it was kind of fast, but I did like that window decapitation. Like, I liked the part 5 kill. Like, those were just the chick getting slammed into the motor and then the chick just getting beheaded real fast. It was nice, quick, but you know what I mean? It gave you that homage. I know a lot of people don't like 5, but it's one of my personal, like, how do I want to put it? Hot mess movies.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes. My favorite kill was the mini pickaxe. It was probably the most violent. And
that was pretty.
It was pretty awesome.
I think it really showed the mannerisms that Jason Brooks brought to this Jason, because that level of intensity we really haven't seen that much. And then that head snap when he's done, that fucking looks straight up. He's ready for the next victim. That just says waves about how good of an actor Jason Brooks is as Jason Voorhees. It is truly a sight to fucking see. So go watch that movie. So, Gore and More, it's time to review 1985's Demons. This is our first European flick, and this is a fucking good one. This was Chad's pick, correct?
Yes, it was.
Chad.
Fuck yeah.
We have lots of other films, but this is produced by Dario Argento, the king of Italian horror. So that was film title is Demons from 1985, directed by Lamberto Bava, whose father is Mario Bava, director of the slasher classic The Bay of Blood,
which was the influence for Friday the 13th.
Fun
Twitch
fact.
Twitch of the Death Nerve too.
Yes.
Same movie.
Written by Dario Argento and Lamberto Bava, produced by Dario Argento, starring Chad. You're gonna have to do these because you can't do this to me.
Okay, Urbano, Barberini.
Wait, these are Italian. We should make Bobby do it.
Oh,
Do it.
not today.
Not today. Come on, do it do it in an Italian accent. Do it.
You son of a bitch.
Do it in an Arnold Schwarzenegger doing an Italian accent.
Urbano Barbiani. I think I fucked that up. Is that Natasha Havi as Cheryl? Carl Zinni as Ken. Paula?
I don't fucking know.
Paula Cazzo as Kathy.
Yeah.
Fiora Argento as Hannah. Greta Giancarlo as Rosemary. And Michelle
Soavi.
Man in the Mask. What was that?
Michelle Soavi.
Javi as the Man in the Mask, Jerry. You really made me embarrass my pronunciation.
You're constantly dropping Italian stuff, and I wanted to see how well you can pronounce it, but you're about as fucking bad as me.
Italian is very slang words, and they're all curse words.
Music by Claudio
Simonetti.
Fucking ace. Cinematography by Gian Lorenzo. I fucking can't do this, guys.
Okay, cinematography by Gian Lorenzo Battaglia. Edited by Piero Bozza.
What the fuck?
Distributed by Taito Titanus Ascot Films.
Okay.
Released
Titanic?
Titanic ass.
I think it's tit anus.
I'm just
tit
not-
anus.
It is.
It's
I'm
tit
not-
anus.
I see tit, I see anus.
It's an anus, you know. It's an okay life.
That's exactly why I started laughing. Released October 4th, 1985. Runtime of 88 minutes. Budget of 1.8 million. No idea what it grossed. The other thing I found in the gross is like 1 trillion Italian lire, and I'm not doing
I'm
that.
willing to bet it probably wasn't a lot. Probably wasn't more than what it made, maybe.
I'm sure it made its budget back, so. And it became,
It made the money
it's a
back.
cult classic, so it's definitely made its money back.
For this movie, and I always thought, I gotta watch that. Finally got a chance to see it.
Okay, we'll put it this way. In order for me to watch this in a proper Blu-ray Arrow video format, I have to order it Region B locked
You do.
Really?
to get like the good Arrow video one.
Oh, to get that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Synapse do it too? Like a limited edition?
Yeah. And then but they have a Demons 1 and Demons 2 like double pack.
Mhm.
And
Ooh.
both sides have like special artwork. And it has the Arrow video special features and stuff.
Yeah, the Synapse one had like a limited edition steel book. It was really nice looking, but it's kind of hard to find now.
Well, as Chad would say,
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
The preview you are about to watch is for a movie that is unlike any you have ever seen before. It is for a movie that goes beyond temporary fear to everlasting terror. It is a movie called Demons. Yes, the demons. And they're coming for you. Warning, if you have the courage to see demons, sit near an exit. Otherwise, you might never get out. In your theater, who will survive the touch of the demons and who will not? Demons. With music by Billy Idol, Motley Crue, The Adventures, Rick Springfield, and Saxon. This is no dream. This is happening right now. And it could be happening to you. Demons. They will make cemeteries their cathedrals, and the cities will be your tombs. Will you survive it? Demons.
I got a question. Are you dressed like that to promote the film?
He just doesn't even answer her, just walks away.
Hey, she accepts it.
So, who wants to do this plot rundown? Jesus.
I can do it if you want.
Sure, go ahead, John.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. Well, young Cheryl-
Also, before Tony's bottom bitch, the Rick James looking girl, I would prefer that you refer to her as Rick James.
Only okay. I'll meet you with that. Only if we can call what's his tits there fucking mustache sideburns.
What,
I don't give a
Tony?
shit. What's his name?
Tony, the black dude.
Tony? No,
The
he's
pimp?
mustache sideburns, dude. I don't give a shit, dude.
That's a pimp named Tony. And his bottom bitch, Rick James.
But he never fucking pimp slap anybody. You know, I was waiting for it the whole goddamn
Doesn't
time.
matter. His whole
think-
demeanor.
I think he was about to
film.
pimp-
You're not going to get a pimp slap.
When they were up
Yeah,
on the
but
balcony,
dude,
I
the
swear
way
to God, he
everybody was
about to
acting
pimp slap
hysterical,
that guy.
it led up perfect for a good old fucking backhand bitch slap, dude. It never came. I was just waiting the whole time. I'm like, slap a bitch, slap a bitch. Nope, fuck.
Okay, Johnny, what
Back
happened?
to the plot, Swindle. All right. Wow, young Cheryl is riding in West Berlin subway. A strange man in a metallic mask, not Chrome Skull, hands her tickets to a movie at a newly renovated theater. She invites her friend Kathy to go with her, and they meet up with two young men in the lobby. A pimp and two of his hoes.
A pimp named Tony.
A pimp named Tony and two of his hoes named Ho One and the other one Rick James are checking out the stores in the lobby. One of which is a demon mask from the film. On top of a sweet fucking dirt bike with a badass katana on you.
Rick James tries to put on the demon mask from the film.
Yeah, fucking. This is why we don't have good things, bitch. One of the prostitutes tries to put the mask on and is cut while removing it. While the film, in a violent horror movie, is starting, The woman's wound starts. I almost said womb. Jesus Christ. The woman's wound
This isn't Planned Parenthood.
starts using clean slime. That could be really bad. And in seconds, she becomes a hideous fanged and clawed demon. She attacks anyone who crosses her path, and soon the theater is filled with people turning into demons, zombies, and trying to avoid attack. But the theater exits have all disappeared. Even stopping the film doesn't seem to help, as newer demons appear. Cheryl and George, one of the young men in the beginning, start from a desperate battle at survival. As George rides a dirt bike wielding a samurai sword through the theater. Best fucking scene ever.
That was so awesome.
That scene right there, that scene is like the most 80s thing you'll ever see. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god! Yeah. Well, we'll get to that. Riding through the theater, killing demons as he goes. But will the two of them succeed in escaping evil demons now that the evil demons now inhabit West Berlin streets?
Before we
Chad.
get into Chad's behind the scenes stuff, this is literally Dawn of the Dead in a movie theater.
Oh,
I'm
totally.
just gonna say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
Except you're watching them transform and they're not already dead.
Yeah.
So that's basically the only change.
Chad, what do we got?
Oh well, but let's talk about what we like and everything first before we get into the behind the scenes stuff.
Okay, well, what I liked was the over the top fucking gore.
Right?
Jesus Christ, the puking scene.
What I want to know is why is it that every Italian horror movie I've ever seen, probably just about anybody else has ever seen, always has some kind of eye gouging?
Dude,
Yeah.
they fucking love it,
They
man.
do.
That's a popular thing with them. It really is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It still doesn't overtake the Splinter scene in Zombie, I feel, but
Yeah, that's pretty hard to beat.
Now, Chad,
But-
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Dario Argento funded the European release of Dawn of the Dead,
Yes.
and it's called Zombie 2? No, what is
No,
the
it's
European?
called Zombie in Europe. In his movie, the sequel was called Zombie 2 over there, but when it was released over here, it's just called Zombie.
No. The Dawn of the Dead one that he produced has a
Yes.
different name.
Yes, it's called Zombie, and then
Oh, okay.
and then the Fulci movie was made as a sequel to that, supposedly, and that was called Zombie 2, and over here it was released as Zombie.
Oh, okay. That makes sense
Yeah.
then. And it's a different cut of the film, correct?
Yes,
Also,
yes, it's
okay.
a different cut.
If you didn't know, Dawn of the Dead is near and dear to Chad and I's hearts because we live so fucking close to the goddamn mall that it was filmed in. And Savini is our dude at Steel City Con. He came early, and you know, some of you guys have some bad interactions with Tom Savini, but fuck, we have some good interactions.
I've never had a bad interaction.
Exactly. We're from his area, so.
You guys understand it better.
But yeah, continuing.
Okay, so you want to do the behind the scenes stuff, and then we'll discuss more.
Yeah, I think our questions will definitely allow us to dive into it.
Okay, so the building used for the exteriors of the Metropole Theater still stands in Berlin today. It's a club called Goya that's been host to several horror conventions thanks to its appearance in the film.
Fuck yeah, that would be a fucking cool place.
That would be.
Especially somebody rode around a dirt bike.
Goya, it's named after a food.
Lamberto Bava cites this as his personal favorite of the films he's directed,
Okay.
which I can see why. That's a fucking fun movie. Okay, let me just say, when I first found this movie, I was probably about 20 years old, and I found the video cassette, in like a fucking National Record Mart. I bought this, and I think the same time I bought Zombie, and I liked Demons a lot more. But over the years, I don't know, I really getting to appreciate Zombie too. But yeah, I just bought it on a whim. I just thought it looked cool. I'm like, fuck yeah, this movie rocks.
I watched this for the first time earlier this year during my normal let's go around and find weird fucking movies. And I watched this. I watched Demons 2, which I actually preferred Demons 2 over this one. And we'll get to that film eventually. It's pretty much the same concept, but it's in an apartment building.
But the funny thing is, the movie that they're watching that turns them into demons is Demons.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the film within a film in Demons 2 is actually Demons 1.
Huh? No shit.
Okay,
That's true.
And in Germany, these movies were released reversed. So in Germany, Demons 2 is Demons 1, and then the one we watched is a sequel to that.
No shit.
Mhm.
That's cool as fuck.
What?
Dude, they gotta just keep this shit in chronological order.
You see why there's so much confusion with me with the fucking Zombie, Dawn of the Dead, Zombie 2? It's like, Italian horror's like this.
Does the second one, not to spoil or anything, but does like the second one have any like characters coming from the first one?
No, but they're all along the same lines. Like they're all like made to be relatable.
Word.
Think basically the same characters, but they're in an apartment building instead.
Yes. Oh, and there's a little kid that gets possessed and it's cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me there's even more like sweet repelling scenes of like awesome grapple hooks.
Yes.
No, but it's so similar. Like the feel and the look. It's such a.
I'll take your word for it because I was ready to watch it after the first one last.
Isn't there also a scene in that one where they're crawling through the ventilation shaft too?
I think.
It's been a long time since I've seen it. I can't remember.
My favorite scene is that little fucking kid chasing that girl around the goddamn apartment. It just goes, and then like it. Oh, it's weird. You guys have to watch it. I highly recommend it.
They're both on YouTube back to back. So
like I mentioned, the young girl in the movie is Asia Argento, Dario Argento's daughter.
Oh, is that Floria?
Okay.
I think so. The 13-year-old girl, whatever.
Okay, so
the name of the cinema, the Metropole, can be seen as a building in the first Silent Hill video game. That was a little Easter egg.
What? That's cool as
wow.
fuck.
TJ, you'll love this. The blind man going to the cinema was meant as an ironic joke. Does that remind you of anything?
I asked a serious question one time. Okay.
I died when you said that.
Should I say it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chad and I are sitting at our booth. We're the only ones there.
We're at Steel City Con.
At Steel City, and it's kind of quieted down. And we're sitting there, and we look over, and this blind man with one of those feeler canes comes out of the celebrity area. And I looked, and I was like, Chad, I have a question. He's like, what? I said, why is he here? He goes, what do you mean? I said, he's never seen a movie.
You're going to hell.
But think about it. What does he get out of it? Going to a convention as a blind man.
Well, here's what I don't get. This was just as equally funny the next day on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was going through the vendors area because I had to go to the restroom. And I walked by and there was a blind girl going through the vendors area.
So it's a thing. I just don't understand.
I'm sorry if we offend any blind listeners, but
we want to know. Yeah.
Why was she there in the vendors area? What was she going to buy?
And like, why would you go to this, like, go to see celebrities? You don't know what they look like. You don't know what they are.
Well, that I can understand, kind of, but why in the vendors room? I know I'm going to hell, but that was just so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
We're all going to hell, so fuck it.
We'll get questions one day. We'll get answers to our questions one day, but
yeah,
I promise don't take this wrong.
It'll be by a blind man who listens to this. Watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, excuse me. The scene where the cokeheads are driving around doing the coke out of the coke can. It was actually a bit of a controversy. It actually was censored out of most other versions of the movie. Like all across the world, they cut that out. So basically,
now here's my issue with the Coke can thing, though, and that's not a good way to keep track of your supply.
Let alone have it in there too.
I mean, like unless you could trust that whole like everybody in that thing, like if they're just taking like little bumps, but it's like, yo, man, you don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I just feel like they're wasting money at that point.
Find it a little ironic that they had it in a Coke can because at one time.
That's hilarious.
That's what it was made from, too.
It looks so inconspicuous drinking soda out from your nose.
I gotta tell you something.
A little forest bump.
Yep.
But hey, you got to pay a price sometimes.
Chad? Okay, so I'll go to a little bit of the development because there's not a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff here. So following the release of A Blade in the Dark, the action film Blast Fighter, and the sci-fi horror film Monster Shark, which sucks. Monster Shark is basically the original version of Sharktopus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Sharktopus is almost like a remake of that. Director Lamberto Bava considered writing a 3-part horror film anthology written by Dardano Sacchetti, similar to his father's film Black Sabbath. One of the stories involved monsters that came from a movie theater scene and attacked the audience. A story that Bava liked more than the other two and began developing it into a feature film. So that's where Demons came from. So they took their 25-page treatment to film producer Fabrizio De Angelis. These Italians. So
Bobby.
he wanted to use footage from Lucio
James, man.
Fulci's films as the film within a film to cut costs. They would also take the treatment to Lucio Martino, who suggested the two produce the films themselves. So meanwhile, Dario Argento was fresh from the financial success of Phenomena, which was Jennifer Connelly's first film, if I'm not mistaken. And was beginning to be interested in producing films as he had done previously with Dawn of the Dead, which we were talking about earlier. Excuse me. So he was looking for films to produce, and he found a He found a science fiction script from Luigi Cosi, and he didn't like it, so he met with them for Demons. Basically, it kind of bounced around a little bit before Argento got involved, which is kind of cool because he added a little bit more.
I've come to give you a real budget.
Yeah, basically, that's what happened. He kind of saved their ass. And it was also shot in only 9 weeks in June of July of 1985, which is pretty good. Yeah, so it was just finished filming and went right straight to theaters almost. I think that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, some of these films take forever in post production.
Yes.
Some.
And it got pretty famous for having the heavy metal soundtrack. Okay, so here's where it gets weird. We'll talk about the sequels.
Okay.
Hold on, I had a little pop-up here.
He's got a pop-up, people. He's got a pop-up.
Okay, so it was successful enough to warrant a sequel, Demons 2, directed once again by Bava and produced by Argento. It came out a year after the original and moved the demonic action out of the movie theater into a high-rise apartment building full of fresh new victims. In 1988, Bava directed a made-for-Italian TV movie called The Ogre, which became Demons 3, which had little, if anything, to do with the first two films. To confuse things even more, several other movies have been released under the Demons banner in certain parts of the world, even though they have no connection to it whatsoever, including Michel Soavi's The Church, which came out in 1989, Umberto Lenzi's Black Demons, which came out in 91, and Soavi's other film, Cemetery Man, was released as Demons 95, which makes no sense because it has absolutely nothing to do with demons whatsoever. And talk about zombies.
It's a great movie, though.
It was
Also, comparing Demons 2 to Dawn of the Dead, once fucking again, there was a high-rise scene in the original Dawn of the Dead.
Although Cemetery Man did have an awesomely hot Italian chick.
But it didn't have a pimp named Tony.
No.
Okay.
No, but she played like 3 different characters in the fucking movie, which made it even more confusing.
Oh, okay. So it's like the Jason Brooks of this movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bet you she puts her tampon in with a Nerf gun.
Oh my god.
I did love that line.
So yeah, that's what I got for behind the scenes stuff.
Okay, so you got the buns, I got the meat. Let's see the horse part. Okay. There's so many one-liners from Vengeance. Oh, I love it. Okay. Johnny, question, brother.
Oh, man. Dude, I got a lot for this
I
one.
got a
Get
lot.
a good one. Make it a good one.
Well, I had the one which Chad already kind of, but that was kind of like the most generic question, and that was, what the fuck was with the helicopter?
Right.
Yeah. Where did it even come from?
Nowhere?
I've seen the movie like a dozen times, and I've never been able to figure out what the hell the deal is with the helicopter.
Okay, A, the hole is way too small for the helicopter to even come through.
When does she
But
get
I'm not-
infected? That's a better question.
Just spit on it, all right? Just make it worth.
I'll say she got infected when that weird fucking demon thing came out of her friend's back, and it was just slashing everywhere. Because it was like kind of rapid, so you didn't necessarily see where it slashed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to go with that. But, okay, so this isn't like maybe the best question, but I thought it was a pretty funny one. So when, what the hell, the main dude there that rides the dirt bike, George.
Okay.
So after he kills his friend, which was a pretty gnarly scene, he slices his head off and then he comes into the theater with the dirt bike.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, what the fuck happened to his shirt?
Oh, yeah, that is a good question. I didn't even know
Because
that.
he was full on, just like it was just maybe a little bloody, but it was still tucked in, good to go. He came out walking like I'm pretty sure he ripped it himself. Like he's like, I'm going to look badass and I'm going to rip my fucking sleeves off and come out like fucking Ash Williams style. Like, it didn't make any fucking sense, dude.
I don't think I even noticed, but that's a good point. Like I said,
But-
a lot of this movie doesn't make sense, but goddamn, was it fun.
No, it's a great watch. The fucking effects were awesome. Like,
Oh yeah, this is Evil Dead level.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but it's there was some confusion, and I don't know if it was just the editing or like the base plot of it. Super simple, love it. People get trapped in a movie theater by demons, blah blah blah. But like the overlying, it just, I don't know. Like there was really there's like no rules to it. I don't know. There was a lot of confusion.
Yeah, like people turn into demons at like a different rate.
Well, not only that, but if they were all dragged to the theater in the beginning, like the dude was handing out the tickets and shit, right? Okay. Well, if he was dragging all the people like started, how did all of a sudden like they went outside and it was like world fucking wide, like it was already happening? Like what was even the whole point of the theater?
Well, because
one
they got out earlier.
Who got out earlier?
The punks.
Yeah, when the cokeheads went in, the one demon ran out.
Oh, that was the blind. Oh,
yeah. So
there you go.
It's the tagline of the movie. What's the tagline of the movie? It said something about the streets will be your tomb or something like that. So yeah,
because I'm sitting there and my wife and I were talking. And I was like, I don't remember when any other person escaped, but now that you mentioned that, yeah, I forgot they killed off the cops.
Yep.
No shit. Okay.
That happened in a very short time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
But you also got to think about it. This is the zombie type
like,
thing.
whoa.
So that shit's
What's that?
If it's worldwide,
yeah.
Okay.
That's the sketchy part.
So I do have one more question, if you don't mind. I'll throw it out to you guys. And like I said, this was my first watch. I don't know if the second one explains a little bit more, but once again, kind of weird rules. It seems like anybody that gets scratched or bit is infected.
Yeah.
George was full on scratched on his arm.
Yes, he was at the end.
Why did he not change?
We didn't see him.
Does he lead into the second one? Like, is he the reason?
Nope.
Damn. See, that's what I was kind of hoping
like I
for
said,
that.
this movie is the movie that they watch in the second one. So
yeah.
But I would say he probably did turn at some
These
point.
one of the
that.
movies is like, okay, we're going to give you a little backstory and just focus on the movie afterwards, which I prefer movies like that. But
right. What about the demon hunting family at the end, dude? Like the way they acted like they were from fucking Supernatural, like they've been doing it their whole goddamn life. It's just eating a fucking sandwich with a shotgun. Get on in, man. Let's fucking do this. It's just fucking demons. Woo! Like, I fucking loved it, dude. It was great.
Also, I got a question. Why the fuck was it a good idea to barricade yourself on a balcony?
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
You had some sort of way out at some point.
Hey, man, Tony had to organize people somehow. Nobody else was fucking doing it. You know what I mean?
Who?
That's true. He's got a point.
A pimp named Tony.
Oh, okay.
A pimp named
Sorry,
Tony.
gotta give him the proper
Sounds like a little kid's book.
It's a Boondocks reference. So.
Oh, Jesus.
You got to change it to a much more professional name of a professional in a management profession.
Yes. He is he's the escort for the escorts.
You got a pimp who has awesome fucking line delivery and everybody acting hysterical, and there's perfect fucking setup for an amazing fucking bitch slap, and it never happens. So upsetting.
That's what I said. The dude on the balcony is running his mouth.
I'm not, dude, because I want to remake the movie just to add in like 2 good fucking bitch slaps, man. And maybe explain where the helicopter came from.
Somewhere like 30 years ago on the cutting room floor, there's a scene, and it's a pimp named Tony slapping the shit out of Rick James.
Now who's Rick James, bitch?
Those 2 scenes and put them in and act like they were there.
Yes.
So before we get into our breakdown of this film, I just want to say that this film is dubbed by English actors. So these are Italian actors dubbed by English voice actors. And the Italians at this time were so good at dubbing, you can barely tell that there's dubbing going on. But you can tell, but you can barely tell. It just shows like how good they got, because a lot of these films were made directly for U.S. distribution, especially in the VHS market, because that's where a majority of your money was made back then, especially on a worldwide release, something like this. I'm sure this brought the bank when it came to VHS releases, especially this and Demons 2. But wow, there's a lot of films that are like this. Pieces is another film that's very similar to this. But Pieces in and of itself, which is actually on our list of things to do as time goes on. the way they made films back then, especially Italian films made for American markets, was just so strange. And each and every one of them has like a story to tell when it comes to that sort of stuff. So I just kind of want to, when you guys watch this and it seems like the voices are off, they are, but they aren't.
Yeah, you can tell they were Italian actors speaking English, but whether I don't know if their accents were too thick or maybe they just couldn't completely speak in English. So you can tell it's overdubbed a little bit.
Now, Tony, a pimp named Tony, he's the only American actor. I think that Bobby Rhodes is his name.
Correct.
Yes. So, yeah, douche of the movie. I'd have to say the promotional guy at the beginning. He fucked everyone up. For one, he ignored her when she asked a question. And two, we kind of like started the chain reaction to all of this.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about douche of the movie. To be honest with you.
Well,
I was too busy trying to concentrate on what exactly was going on because there was a lot going on.
Dude, Bobby, you are not fucking joking on that one, dude. Like
it was a very
20 minutes
movie.
into the movie, we have a demon. There's a pus ball on her face. I can't keep track of who's douching who here. like seriously, it's a great movie, but I can't go with any douche. I don't know about the rest of you, but I got nothing on that.
This movie is doucheless for Bobby. Johnny?
I mean, besides like the whole sneaking around thing, he never really was like a douche, but maybe the guy that was like, I don't know, was he cheating on the blind man's wife or was that just like his help or something? I don't know what the fuck was going on there.
The blind man's wife was cheating. He was just
was that his wife or was that like his assistant? I didn't know. Like I couldn't.
It was never really clear.
Right. So like it was like, oh, if it's an assistant,
that's not his assistant.
Deal.
That's his seeing eye bitch.
Wow.
If I go blind, I got to get me one of them.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you can't bring that on the plane, sir. It's okay. It's my seeing eye bitch.
But if you call her your seeing eye bitch, you have to say it like a pimp named Tony would.
Yeah, you got to get that real bitch.
That's my seeing eye bitch.
Dude, he stole the show, man.
He did.
I'm gonna say everybody's gonna pick that as their favorite character.
Oh, dude, how could you not, though, man?
I mean, even after like he's gone. He's still around. That scene of them coming in the hallway, and you just see a pimp named Tony, but demon form,
and is going.
Yep.
and he's just walking up. I mean, even after that fucker dies, he's still a prominent part of this movie.
That's true.
Even Rick James is like,
dude, she just keeps coming back.
yeah. So
she's a super freak.
Super demon bitch.
Oh, so favorite kill. I would have to say for favorite kill, it's so hard for me. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard one for me because this was a gore fest. This is like Evil Dead, Dead Alive type fucking gore. I don't know. I really like the puking thing. I don't know. I don't know.
That was weird. The blind dude puking on that chick. I couldn't tell if he was like at first biting her, but then like it didn't look like he was. I don't know. That was weird. I
don't have a favorite kill. I just have to say this whole movie is just filled with awesome kills, so I can't pick one.
Yeah, I can't pick one either. There's just too many to choose from, and
I have a strange one when you see the demon pushing the blind man's assistant and hit the lover heads together. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That was an oddball one, dude. Like, were they chewing their faces because he was like holding them together? That was fucking weird. They're spewing blood and shit.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
Make their mouths like start chewing each other. I'm like, what the fuck is she trying to do?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it's just a red thing around the mouth. Like, okay, what did you get herpes out of this?
Like he strangled him like that, but then he like hung the dude anyway too. Like he wasn't. I don't know. It was weird.
The way that body fell, you could so tell it was fake.
It was cool though.
It was like,
yeah, but it was cool. Like when he turned though, like he climbed up his own rope and shit, dude. Like I thought that was fucking dope.
Yeah, that was pretty wicked stuff. That was a strange kill. I don't know. I'm the same way. There was no favorite. I will say that was a strange one, so I'll go with that for this kill part.
Wow. I'm actually kind of surprised nobody else said this, but I definitely have a favorite kill for this one.
Okay.
And it's Chrome Face, dude. The dual fucking like partner kill. That was fucking awesome. I can't think of anything else that I've ever seen like that. where it's like two people literally working for the same fucking kill.
The rebar through the head. Yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah, dude, like that was just, I loved it.
Okay.
I almost wish it was like a little bit even slower, like going into his face, but it's still good fucking enough.
So I took notes for my best scene. Now I thought about this, okay, because of how crazy this is. Now follow me. For best scene,
I hope it's the one that I picked too.
is the zit.
Ooh.
Because it's the really first notion where you're like, this movie's gonna be fucked. This movie is gonna be over the top.
That's exactly what I thought too.
To go to that like level of like, you know how we're gonna signify this bitch being infected? She's gonna get a fucking Uzi zit. It's just that it's like it become a thing in recent years. That hair sticking out of her face or like the zit. And I feel like this is like started the trend of like shit's not right here. And I think it's like my best favorite scene in this film because it's kind of the thing that perpetuates the rest of the story onward.
Right.
Mm. Nice.
Chad.
Bobby, what you got?
Oh, Bobby.
Or Chad, sorry.
I'll go. I actually agree with TJ on this one because up until that point in the movie, I really didn't know what I was in for.
Yeah.
Trying to clean her face, and then next thing you know, you just start seeing it bulge. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is happening? I thought something was coming out of her face, and then I just see it explode. Infected ball on her face. And I was like, oh, so this shit's... this is how it's going to start spread. And then her whole transformation... Keep looking, dude. So I agree with TJ that scene is definitely one that intrigued me. We'll get to this later. That intrigued me more into the movie because then I'm like, I want to see how everybody else goes down and transforms. So that to me could have been the actual beginning of the movie, the ticket giver.
Okay, I can see that. Chad?
I'm going to go a little bit beyond what you guys said, and I would say the next girl that turned, her friend, after she blew her in the face, and she's there on the stage, and you see the claws coming out of her fingertips, and the fangs coming out from under her teeth.
Yes.
It just really...
Chad's right on. That's where I was going to go, was that teeth scene, dude.
Yeah, that just gets under your skin. It's like,
Yeah. Anything with teeth, man. That's
okay. We're doing the second one rather soon. We're gonna.
I have nightmares about my teeth falling out, so that just really just gets to me as the teeth.
When you, John, when you see the kids scene in the next and Demons 2, you're gonna love it, dude. It's
dude.
fun.
Like I said, I was ready. I had to ask because when you said that, we were like, "Yo, we got to cover the second one." I was kind of hoping you said we were going to cover both because I was like, "Yo, I'm ready to rewatch this right now."
I rewatched this and then read
soon, man.
I rewatched this and then read the plot because beforehand I kept getting this one and the other one's mixed up like scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
gotcha.
There's like some crazy shit that happens in the second one I don't want to talk about. But
wait. Here's one about the second one that I thought I just saw. Is it true that there's like two actors from the original one that played different characters in the second one?
That's probably true.
Is Tony in the second one? Because that's what one of them I thought I just saw.
I think there's another strong, like, powerful, like
strong black man.
Strong black man. Let me look it up. Chad, wait, who? Everybody got their favorite kill in?
Well, John, what was your favorite scene then? Was it that one?
My favorite scene. Dude, the teeth one was right there, and I mean, to me, it's also on par with the end scene, like I already mentioned, with the fucking dirt bike and the samurai sword. Because, dude, that was just. I fucking love that shit.
That was a close second.
That was pretty epic.
Oh shit! I did it again.
30 fucking zombies like that.
The
dude.
picture
it's
I posted
awesome.
today for the Gore N More thing was actually from part 2.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did.
I see. I see. This is why they're so fucking similar. Bobby Rhodes plays Hank in the other one, and it's the same character. It's pretty much the same character.
Nice.
No shit.
Look, so they almost pulled the Return of the Living Dead 1 and 2. Two guys come back just a little different.
Yeah, Bobby Rhodes comes back in the second one as Hank.
Well, now
and
I have to watch the second one.
He wears like he's one of the
out.
gym bros in the second one. He wears like the 80s sweatpants and then a tank top. He walks around with a shotgun the entire fucking movie. That's right.
Love it.
Alrighty.
And they barricade themselves like they did with this one, but they barricade themselves in a basement because they're stupid.
Oh my god,
They're
dude!
the living dead here.
Yeah.
Never go down underground.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
It's a parking
No, you can
garage.
go-
It's
you can
fucking
go
great.
underground, but you better have another way out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, did the opening scene hook you in?
Oh.
It was kind of it was intriguing with the Chrome guy because like he was just silent, and you're like, well, what the fuck's this dude's deal?
He's promoting
But
his
that
film,
never
bro.
really- that doesn't really like pay
there's-
off. I thought.
But they're
Like, I
kind of
don't
setting
know.
up like he was stalking her to kill her or something. So yeah, I guess it kind of
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Wow. That's divided as
That's,
shit.
that's split. That's split.
Best tits, hottest girl, Rick James.
We did. The disappointing thing is we only got
Coke titty?
We only got side moves from the cokehead girl. And
Yeah.
she wasn't.
Coke titty.
She wasn't that attractive.
For being an Italian film, there's
No nudity.
yeah,
except
that's
for that, yeah.
crazy.
This was pretty tame.
They took the titties and replaced it with blood. So
But I will say I thought the hottest girl was the box office girl, the redhead.
okay.
Oh really?
Okay.
I like redheads, man. I gotta go with that one.
I think it was the friend, dude.
Really?
Yeah, man, I don't know.
With the girl in the blue?
Listen, man, I'm always partial for a good like a brunette, man. So I don't know. She reminded me like a.
I'm always partial for a brunette.
I am, man.
The girl who was getting stalked in the beginning. She's all right. I'll go with her. Like,
Yeah, she was cute.
So before we get any further, Bobby, hold on. Before we get any further, we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna play a quick message from our sponsors, and then get right back to our review of 1985's Demons.
Yay, sponsors!
Hello there, creepy ghouls. Do you like spooky things and horror movies? Then Cabin 13 has the stuff for you. Check out their selection of horror-themed props, pins, busts, action figures, collectibles, and more. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to visit cabin13.com and buy something, or I'll kill you! Marcio Charlie's Horror Costume Studios. Premium hand-sculpted latex masks, busts, and hoods. Everything is handmade and painted by Marcio himself. Be sure to check out his wide range and selection of products over at Facebook and Instagram at Horror Costume Studios.
Hey, you out there. Hey, listener. Take a look at yourself. Want to know why you look like shit? Because you aren't wearing Dewback merch. Take your ugly ass over to dewbackdiscussion.net and click on the merch tab. Pick up some hot fucking swag, then you can become a sexual Tyrannosaurus, just like us.
So I thought we were recording.
No, Bobby, we're not recording, but we are back live now. So,
You son of a bitch.
so
We could have had a nice conversation. They could have listened to that.
we're gonna start off with something that we're all really wanting to talk about: is did the score set the mood? And this is arguably the best scored movie we've done to date. And I already have my pick for best song, but did the score set the mood? Absolutely.
Oh.
And it also set the era perfectly.
Absolutely. Fucking
Yeah,
fantastic.
it put the nostalgia right in there.
That and all the giant fucking 80s hair.
Yeah. Again, the cokehead girl.
Nostalgia wise, this
Right.
film was very bite the pillow, I'm going in dry type thing.
Ooh.
It kind of just shoves it down your throat. And I say that because literally the opening scene is 80s to the max.
Oh yeah.
Subway, everyone dressed, like slightly punkish, but yet there's the fad and the dress is very 80s, and then couple that with like the look of the film, and then the music in the background, and it's like, hey, we're gonna make the most 80s sounding soundtrack, and then we're gonna turn it to 11. And then,
Listen, man, it's a time period piece, full
yeah,
out.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah, it totally is.
but it was great.
It's not the wrong hole, but it's a misconception one.
Oh, that was awesome.
That'll be on podcast fucking history now.
No, I agree with you, TJ, man. The score, dude, the synth in this was great. The 80s hair metal just coming in all the time, dude. And they gave you the full songs. It wasn't just like the instrumental part like you usually get. It was like the legit, just like, nope, somebody just fucking threw money in the jukebox playing this shit for half a minute.
Yeah. I love the whole score, but the metal part, 'cause I love my metal. That was definitely my favorites of the score.
Speaking of metal, let's talk about that outro song for Vengeance.
That was
I did it with his mouth. Dude, I love it. Okay, so everybody answer this?
Yeah.
Best song would have to be "Save Our Soul" by Motley Crue.
Absolutely.
What part did that
So
play?
That is when
that was a Motley Crue was
Oh, okay.
movie. Yes.
they were just starting to get bigger.
It's one of those, you know, if I heard like Home Sweet Home or something like that, I'd be like, shut the fucking thing off. But like, because it's like some of their like more obscure music, I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, they didn't start getting into the more mainstream till like 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chad?
What was the song that was playing when they were panicking and running from the theater? Close to the beginning.
I don't know.
Because that was...
I thought that was Save Our Souls, wasn't it?
No.
Was Save?
Save Our Souls was playing during the
During
motorcycles.
So was it? Was it Out of Time? I'm trying to remember. I was looking at it earlier.
Whichever one.
I know
That's one I liked.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
There.
Wait, Out of Time, the Anthrax song?
No, this would be before...
Wow.
Was that before Anthrax?
Yeah, way before that.
Yeah.
Chad's just...
I'm sure I don't remember when Anthrax really came onto the scene.
Like maybe a year or two after this.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't know
They were
that
like
song
mid-
because
late.
you guys can't pinpoint the exact
Well,
song.
I like Save Our Souls. Listen, man, I'm always a sucker for Billy Idol. So anytime White Wedding comes on, I don't give a shit. I drunk White Girl it. I don't care.
That's a great tune.
Well, yeah, man, and I was super happy that that was just. There was another one I liked too. It was Night Danger. That was pretty good.
Okay.
I listened to it all on the way to work this morning. Actually, the whole soundtrack on
Let's just
straight
say
on YouTube.
any of them are decent.
Yeah,
any of them are a good pick. Yeah.
So the next question goes without saying. Favorite character, A Pimp Named Tony.
Definitely.
Yep.
Pimp named Tony.
Yeah, 100%.
Stole the show.
And the next question
No,
is what?
just no bitch slap.
No bitch slap.
He stole the show like Steve
Gotta
Dash
throw it in
stole
there.
the show in Vengeance.
Agreed.
Steve Dash. I fucking love Dash. That was great.
Yep.
So, was it scary? For the time, I'm gonna guess this film was fucking terrifying because it even gets to be a bit excessive now.
Yes.
So, I would say yes, 100%.
Yeah, with the over-the-top gore and the kind of had a little bit of a paranoia too, almost like The Thing.
I think that's movies like Evil Dead, where no matter like how old it gets or how many times you watch it, there's still gonna be things that bother you in it. Like it's because it's just so gross.
Okay, take Evil
Yeah.
Dead and Dawn of the Dead, mash them together, you get demons.
Okay.
It's like a perfect matchup.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Sounds about right.
I mean, you're making it smaller with a movie theater instead of a full mall.
Mhm.
But let's be honest. I mean, these demons probably act more like zombies than demons. I mean, the way they're spread is through infection. If anything, that's totally 2,000 zombies and on.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But
What if this is like low key an exploitation film?
could be.
You probably.
I'm not gonna lie, and this might make me seem a little stupid here. I'm always a little fuzzy when that's used.
It could be the thing that perpetuates the story. Like there's like a hidden meaning behind something.
Word. Okay.
So like literally
Yeah,
anything
like-
could be considered an
Because I know what
exploitation
slashers
film.
are considered.
Okay,
exploitation.
here's what you consider. Here's something that I can consider an exploitation film. The original Halloween is a babysitter killer exploitation film.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I
would
can
say
see
only
that.
marginally.
Okay.
But I don't think I can't see demons being in any type of exploitation film.
It depends on how you make the film.
Okay.
I don't know, but not for this.
It's
one.
not an exploitation film, but like literally any fucking movie can be perceived as an exploitation film. That's the point I'm making.
I don't think it can be an exploitation film because it doesn't discriminate between victims. You know, you have a pimp named
You're right.
Tony.
Yeah.
There's a blind guy. There's men and women. I can't really say that there would be an exploitation.
Anybody can fall victim to this
Right.
disease. But what if the exploitation is the disease itself, and that's like it's paying an homage, not an homage, but like it's like parodying something in real life. Like wasn't the HIV craze like a really big thing in the late 80s?
I suppose from
Yeah.
that point of view, it could be.
This was the time where it was.
So what
everybody was
if
finding out
this is an
about it.
exploitation film for sexually transmitted diseases in the late 80s?
Actually,
Which is very possible because it did all start with a hooker.
a better.
So I mean, you're not
wanna
that
say
far
this.
off there.
I just want to say this: if you're reaching
And
for
not
that,
only that-
a better example for that would be The Fly. because that's exactly
thing.
what Cronenberg was trying to achieve with that.
Okay.
The whole turning into a fly was a metaphor for debilitating diseases.
You know what's crazy? How fucking in depth our reviews have gotten since the beginning.
What
I
you
can
were saying-
attest to that.
We went from 40-minute episodes to an hour and a half.
Yeah, really.
It's okay though. That means there's just getting more information. It's just better talking.
We're talking about exploitation in the 80s. Like, we have reached the epitome of nerd.
I'm okay with
That's
that.
like highbrow nerd, though.
TJ,
It is.
you-
That's true.
Exploitation. Carpenter's The Thing was the same way because you couldn't tell if you were infected without a blood test.
You're right.
AIDS too.
Jesus Christ.
Here's what I want to know. At what point during the thing do they stop being a human and become the thing? Like at what point do they
You
realize
never
that they're
know.
becoming the thing? Exactly.
Wow.
I
Okay.
think it's got to be like, it's just got to be an instantaneous takeover, essentially.
It can't be.
The
though.
only way you really know is if you have something foreign on your body that it cannot mimic.
Right.
Oh, but you as a person, I don't.
Is
think
that
you
in
would-
our lineup, by the way, Chad?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Then let's hold off on talking about that.
Oh
Yes.
dear God! I'm gonna. Go
Also,
crazy.
I just want to point out that Bobby, you're just repeating the same thing you said on Wicked Wednesday, which I thought was kind of funny.
I just realized that now.
Because I just listened to that today.
So-
when we get to the thing, forget it. It's gonna be a 2-hour.
Can we
thing.
just say
yeah.
now that we will release a special Halloween episode with director Alex Probst for Halloween this year? We'll just say that.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Either way,
Yes.
Chad will make it happen. He'll make us, whether we record it on a Monday or we record it on a weekend, we'll have it released on Halloween Day for you guys. Special Gore
Hell
N More.
yeah.
please.
Which Halloween do you want to cover, or do you want to talk about?
Let's just
the
do number
entire-
one.
All right.
Let's just make the most visceral fucking well, seriously, it's the best.
Can we do 1 and 2 and connect them?
Yeah, I think we could. Yeah, we could. We'll just.
We're talking about OG2, right? Not
Yeah,
2018.
Ah, Jody, okay, you know what? Sidebar. Chad and I would like to talk about something really quickly.
Do it.
So
I
I was on Twitter, and they posted a picture for Halloween Kills, and you know who was sitting at the fucking table?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Kenny fucking Powers, for the second fucking time, was sitting at the table. Okay, peanut butter on my penis aside. You know damn well. Okay, that was said
You
by.
want some peanut butter here?
Okay. Why the fuck would you have KP, Kenny Powers, Danny McBride, in a fucking room to write one of the most fucking iconic slasher villains to shape Michael Myers? Why would you let him do that?
Why would you let him do it again?
Again, after peanut butter
Right.
on my penis.
I don't know, but we get James Jude Courtney back, so I'm happy.
I don't
regardless.
care. You can put James Jude Courtney in front of anything. But at the end of the day, Kenny Powers is still writing the fucking movie. So I don't give a fuck. I don't like the 2018. I love H2O. Okay, I love his anniversary films. Oh yeah. You know, Laurie Strode comes back, fights the shape. Okay, good for everything. But they murked the fucking 2018 Halloween. I will say it till the end of this. I can't even watch it,
Right.
Because I hate it. I hate the faux. What the fuck is Donald Pleasance type character? I hate.
Oh, you talking about Numis?
Yeah, the new guy. What's his
it's
name?
Numis, dude. Numis.
Numis.
all
Oh,
it
new
is.
Loomis.
That head smash was the best part of his.
I think the only thing I'm gonna like about Halloween Kills is the fact that Anthony Michael Hall is playing Tommy Doyle.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
It will be pretty cool.
I can't lie, dude. Even though there were parts of 2018 I liked. I will probably see the next two just
The Kills.
because,
That's it.
whatever. But
I'm right there with you, Chad.
yeah, it's like I said. There's like 2 good scenes that I really love. The rest of the movie you can take it.
So
I liked it, but I actually don't want everybody gets the hate from. I totally get it.
Okay.
Chad, anything you want to say about Halloween Kills before we move on?
I just want to say that I still think the exact same thing. Like I said when you showed us the picture in the chat, I said, "Well, there goes any hope of the sequel not sucking."
Okay, I'm sure somebody out there, one of these Gore N More fans, like fucking A.
Right? But I like Halloween 2018. I'm sure you fucking do.
I didn't like it, but the sad thing is, like, I like Danny McBride as an actor. I don't like Danny McBride as a writer.
Boom. Boom.
Unless he's writing, Kenny Powers style.
Exactly.
shit. Yeah, I can go with that.
I mean, he is trained in he is trained in the secret art of using a trident. So, okay.
Getting back to demons.
Yes. Was the act? Does it hold up today? Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
Dude.
100.
I mean,
It's violent. It's fucking phenomenal.
it is an 80s timepiece, but yeah, dude, the gore, the story, it still holds up. There's a lot of questionable shit that's funny,
Yes.
but overall, the whole movie in itself, you just kind of look past that because it's just. And you know what? We actually kind of forgot to mention a scene, and I did like it. I would say it's almost tied for like third, is where they're coming up with their glowing eyes.
Hey, hold on.
What?
Are we not going to leave that for the cinematography question?
Well, there's more about cinematography that I
Okay.
can talk about than just that.
So, you like that scene?
Oh yeah. Dude.
Okay, because I do too, and I will talk about it here in a little bit. Now
I'm
next
hard just
question:
thinking about it.
was the acting good or bad? Now, I want to say I'm just my interpretation. This was Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 type acting, where the acting was so over the top. Whether that was the actual actor's portrayal or the voice actors, I think it was so good. I mean, it was so bad it was good.
Yeah, it's kind of really hard to say just because of the dubbing. It's really not a fair question.
But it was enjoyable at the end of the day. It had that cheese that we all love because we love that thick cheese.
But it didn't seem like anybody was just like super bad.
Nobody was screaming
He's-
garbage day and shooting pistols. So
Right. I mean, like I said, Tony overacted the shit out of his role, and I fucking
did
loved
he
it.
though, or did he nail it?
Oh, he nailed it.
Either
He
way,
nailed it.
I don't give a shit how you say it, dude. I loved it. He nailed it by overacting it. I was like-
I think that's where this movie is great. The overacting is great for this movie.
Right.
And I love the scenes like the close up where he is just one sweaty ass motherfucker, dude. He is just like fucking dripping, like the goddamn Rock and all the Fast and Furious.
I'm sure.
Right? Like this, the fucking all the stage lights were just on him for that shot. He's like, God damn, it is hotter than a motherfucker. But
Hey, it's okay. If it looked real, it's all that matters. But the overacting totally worked.
the only acting that I don't know. I mean, it wasn't really bad. It was just I didn't get her thing was the red haired chick. Because was I the only one who thought that she might have been part of it?
No, I
The whole time until
you were
she wasn't?
You were supposed to think that. It was just a bit of misdirection.
I mean, I kind of figured that. Like, I figured she was a red herring, but it just like when she's going around shining the flashlights in everybody's fucking face in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, "What the fuck, man?" I'm like, that would piss me off. Shining to watch a movie, all of a sudden, just like, "Hey," but no, hers was weird just because, like I said, I didn't know. Like, she didn't really say a lot. It was more like physical acting until she like turned.
Okay.
But
So
No, man.
you were on the same lines as Chad and I. Is you just not
yeah,
sure?
it's just it's good. It's good.
Good. That's
the
all we
dubbing
know.
The dubbing makes it a little different. So, like Chad said, it might not be necessarily a fair question, but
Bobby.
I just said it before. The overacting for this movie was great. It just was a giant panic.
Okay. Yeah.
Something else? No. So for this, yeah, totally.
Okay.
Oh, but
I
it
would,
fits.
I would say it's good, especially the part with the people that were actually playing the demons, because it was a more physical role. So and they didn't really talk, so they had to, use the actual physical actions to act out more.
Agreed.
Verses.
Agreed.
So I would say, judging by that and not going by the dubbing, I would say it was pretty good.
Awesome.
all right.
So next question, Johnny. Do you like the cinematography?
Yeah, buddy. Absolutely.
Well, like we said, and Johnny and I can probably agree, the most iconic scene and probably the best shot scene is the glowing eye scene when you see all the demons, including a pimp named Tony.
At the front of the pack.
Yes, at the front of the pack,
As
strolling
a
up.
pimp should be.
And their eyes are glowing, and it's down a very darkly lit hallway, and it is incredible. It's like Angela walking down a hallway type thing.
It
Like-
literally just made me want to fucking go play Nazi zombies after that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's instantly what I thought of was just the glowing eyes, fucking coming down the hallways and shit, dude. I loved it.
Chad?
Oh yeah, I absolutely agree. You absolutely know. It's not that scene especially, and I also liked and this just little Easter eggs, different movie posters that you see in the theater. I thought were pretty cool.
There was a lot of establishing shots as well.
Mhm.
Like they always like whenever they introduced you to a new location, it was very like, okay, here's what you're dealing with. Here's what the room looks like, and then we're just gonna reuse this later in the film.
I just like how they showed like the movie theater part where they're in, it's like all nice and clean and pristine, and then they break through the wall and it's like all damp and dark, and there's like water dripping from the ceiling. It looked really slimy and gross and mildewy.
Yeah, their production design was A+. I mean, it's no Mick Strawn set, but fuck, it's pretty good.
Except for the fact that they broke through what was supposed to be a concrete wall with a fucking fire extinguisher, like no problem.
That's true. Okay, but we're not gonna poke holes in everything.
Listen, I just laughed because the hole that it busted was a perfect size. Like it was like somebody like just drilled it out with a fucking hole saw. It was like
Somebody
literally the perfect
probably
size
just
of
did
fucking-
that.
Oh, I'm sure they did. But what was weird. It was like that was the only wall in that hallway that was all nasty and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't mention the projectors either, did we?
No, we did not.
The sweet automatic fucking projectors that literally just like would destroy like fucking peanut brittle when they punch them.
They just had like a keyboard taped to the side.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. It was so good.
Bobby, cinematography.
I loved it. It gave you a lot of great close-ups. There was a lot of really good lighting in this film too.
Yeah, that's the biggest
And
thing is lighting.
The one scene where the woman gets lost going back into the theater and she's all scratched up and can't find her way around.
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck did that change so fast?
It's
Think about
incredible.
it. Like I liked how it messed with the head.
Yeah.
Of that, and like you guys said, the glowing eyes. That was just such a great shot.
Final question. Did you like the premise? Yes.
Oh hell yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Loved it.
100. Absolutely.
Gore and More rating of Chad,
Oh, you guys go ahead. I picked it. I want to go last.
John,
Ooh, I'm gonna give it a solid 3.7.
Bobby.
Give it a 4. I'll go up a little bit.
I'm gonna give it a 4.2.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go 4 as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.
See that persuasion.
No, it's not even that, dude. It was a really good movie. I liked
I
it.
just had to put that in.
So
there.
it's a Gore and More rating of 4. 4 out of 5.
Very nice. Very nice.
Nice.
That's a damn good rate. I think that's one of
What are the higher ones?
the higher ones.
Again, the more
Oh, for
gore,
sure.
the more gore and bodies that will be in the films, the higher we'll rate it.
Except for our only perfect scored movie,
Yes.
The Lost Boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's an exception
That was just such a
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one where you just gotta go, yeah, that's understandable.
for sure.
I mean, technically, I never gave a score to that, but we'll sell that.
I
I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys gave it 5 out of 5?
Yeah.
Good.
I can't find any issues with the film. That's the thing is like I watch it and I'm just like I'm fulfilled.
I haven't watched it in so long, dude, so I wouldn't even be able to give it a fair review.
I mean, we can watch the second one and then you could give it an unfair review.
Please don't. Please. You don't need to
Isn't
see
there?
the second one.
There's 3, right?
Yeah, I have a box set. It's incredible. Savini, we get to see Savini die in the second one, so
What's that?
we get to see Savini ripped up by surfers vampires in the second one.
Listen, man, who doesn't love watching Savini get destroyed by his own props?
Exactly.
But he loves to die. He's died in almost every movie he's been in.
He does.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, he does a good job. So, but that is it for Demons 1985. That is a 4 out of 5 Gore and More score. And to wrap this show up, we just want to thank everyone over at Friday the 13th Vengeance for treating us like family, giving us just so much fucking cool stuff, from the Easter eggs to the cameos to just making us feel like part of the crew. It's very humbling and it's very nice. Shout out to every single one of you guys who send us messages, provide us feedback, and just love the Do Back Discussion Network, and more especially love the Gore and More podcast. We actually posted I got this GIF. One of our sponsors, Jordan Dufrick, made this amazing GIF of Ghost Jason drowning this girl. And above Ghost Jason said Gore N More podcast, and on the girl drowning said all other podcasts.
Oh yeah, that was a
Nice.
great picture. That was great.
I think that's an accurate depiction, and I know all of you Gore N More fans out there are agreeing with us right now. Because if you're listening, you fucking get it. You understand the value of real conversation. You understand the value of real fans, and not people who...
This is real conversation.
Exactly, and it's unedited. Chad can attest to this. That
Unedited, unrehearsed.
exactly. The only script we have are the questions that we're gonna ask, because got to keep it clean, boys. With the exception of the things we say.
Fuckity fuck.
Exactly. It's actually also a place. Bobby is, if you guys don't know, when you meet Bobby in person, it is a different Bobby than you meet on the Gore N More podcast. This allows Bobby to kind of let loose and really say what he wants to say, whether he wants to admit it or not. Because Bobby is not one to go off and make these what we call the awkward Gore N More jokes. But fuck, since whenever he's around me, that boy opens up. It's fucking great.
I mean, hey, listen, I open up outside of things, but no face.
It's
They
awesome.
hear my voice, but they're probably like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
It's Bobby and Moan. It's the killing machine. But Bobby, speaking of that, where can they find you on Facebook and Instagram?
They can find me at Killing Machine Cosplay. That's killing_machine_cosplay 93.
Mm-hmm.
They can find me at Bobby Amone, AIMONE. Shoot me a friend request, guys. You want a message, talk. You know, I'm always posting cosplay pictures of me and Tisa, myself, and a few other things. So there's quite a few things coming up as well. So come give me a holler. Come say hello. If you don't, I'll kill you when I see you. It's a nice love-hate relationship, depending on who you are.
Chad, where can they find you? I know you're not super active on Instagram, but
Mostly on Facebook.
Mostly on Facebook.
I almost never get on Instagram. I have a Twitter that I literally never get on. I'm surprised it's even still
what
active.
groups can they find you in most active in on Facebook?
On Facebook, the Gore N More. I'm in the Deb Voorhees group, but I really don't post in there much. That's really about it. I really don't. I don't even Facebook much anymore, dude.
Okay. John?
Facebook is just my personal, John Dransak, DRANCSAK, and Instagram I'm on a little bit, not as much as I probably should be, but you can find me at Hot Pockets on there, so it's HOTP0KETZ.
Awesome.
Other than that, I don't have Twitter and any other shit, so.
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at TJ Bowser. Pretty much it's always TJ Bowser. I am super active on Facebook, and when I say super active, I say more so than anybody really should. Go over to the Jason Goes to Hell, the final fan group, which is one of the coolest Friday groups in existence. Hop in there, answer the questions, join our group, and be in a group with Adam Marcus. He will literally, it's like what he said yesterday on Friday. He did a live stream, and he was, of course, talking me up, and it made me happy.
Happiness about you.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. So surreal to have Adam talk about me the way that he does. Also, speaking of Adam Marcus, our film, The Dark Heart of Jason Voorhees, is now called Hearts of Darkness, the making of the final Friday. And when you guys think about the title, Hearts of Darkness, it kind of makes sense. And I explained this to Bobby. So the name change, Hearts of Darkness. The film's not only going to focus on Jason Goes to Hell. It's going to, and the title reflects that as well, Hearts of Darkness. It reflects Jason's heart, Sean Cunningham's, and the fan backlash and support following the film. Many Hearts of Darkness, but more importantly, Sean's a piece of shit. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, you had to put that in there. No, of course you had to.
If you guys want to listen to other shows similar but not as good as the Gore N More podcast,
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh shit, good.
head on over to the Do Back Discussion Podcast Network and find other good podcasts.
Great. He said great. Deal
Great
with it.
podcasts such as Wicked Wednesdays, Jerk the Curtain and Rabbit Hole, and other good podcasts such as Hall of Heroes, Do Back Discussion, Do Back Sports. Am I missing anything? We have so many shows. Dream Warrior Review. I can't even remember. We have like 8 or 9 shows now.
I think you
Find
I think
those
you got
all on
of them.
Facebook, iTunes, not Facebook. Fuck me. iTunes. I'm drinking.
Okay.
iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. And of course, at the lovely, the professional, the sexy, your source for pop culture and more, dobackdiscussion.net. And of course, if you want some of that fly fucking swag, head on over to the Do Back Discussion TeePublic. But you guys will listen to the commercial as always. Find us
Laugh
next
your
week,
ass off.
next Monday, with the review of Chad,
The Prowler.
which was a pick by me,
Yeah.
clearly. Bobby's going to beat his dick to this. John's going to love the titties and the effects. Chad,
Fuck yeah.
it's a Savini movie, so say no
I'm
more.
all about the gore, baby.
Yes, we will
You
be back
sold me a Savini.
this week for Gore N More. I am interviewing, I'll tell you guys now before I announce it on Facebook, Rusty Schwimmer from Jason Goes to Hell, Twister, and what was the other one she's in? The Perfect Storm. Also on Friday, I am finally getting to that interview with Michael B. Silver from Jason Goes to Hell. We had a scheduling conflict, aka the Vengeance fucking premiere that popped up, so I had to delay that until this Friday. But you guys will not listen to those immediately. Those will be tied in with the Hearts of Darkness Indiegogo campaign to be launched in October. So stay tuned for that. And as always, this is your host with the most, TJ fucking Bowser, signing off.
This is your Dark Lunar Knowledge, Chad Chrisman, saying goodbye.
This is Big Johnny D saying, see you later, Gore More.
It's Killing Machine Cosplay saying, I'll kill you later.
Black angels laughing in the city streets. Street toys screaming pain and clench the teeth. soul.